High five. Okay. Action. Action. Hey guys, greetings from Bulgaria and with another episode of WeMigreat. So today with me is Zara.
Hi, nice to meet you.
We have been friends since high school and yeah, here we are. Already how many years of friendship?
10-ish,
I think
something like
10
that.
years.
Yeah.
Wow. Fun stuff, fun stuff.
Yeah, we're also actually not that close away from our high school, which is behind those buildings.
Yeah, go French high school.
Yeah.
Okay, so today I've actually invited you because I have many questions. Zara has a very international experience in Western Europe, and currently, as many of you, she's kind of like struggling to find a job and to get into this adulthood life. So yeah, I'm sure that you have many stories to tell.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I can share them with you.
Well, first, can you just let us know a bit more about yourself?
I'm Zara, and like Gala already told you, we know each other from high school. But that's where our paths go in different directions. After graduating high school, I went to Germany. Hello! And then I also did an exchange program in Strasbourg. C'est une très belle ville. And afterwards, I went also to the Netherlands, where I just did my master's degree. And unfortunately, I don't speak Dutch, but goedemiddag.
And what are you doing now?
Now I'm searching for a job in the Netherlands, which is a bit tricky now because of the pandemic. But I hope everything will work out soon.
Keep fingers crossed, huh?
Yeah.
Is there like any cultural differences that struck you during your life in Western Europe?
Yeah, I would say Western people are more private, and by that I mean that you have to spend more time communicating with them in order to feel them close and build a good relationship. Whereas I feel like here in Bulgaria you can quickly build a good relationship with people because they're really open and invite you with their friendliness, and yeah, you can just talk easy with strangers. Whereas in Western Europe, you can still talk with strangers and actually they are really friendly. But in order for you to feel close to that person, you just have to bridge over a wall. And this is maybe one of the differences.
Like in Western Europe, I've noticed that if you want to get close to somebody, you have to like jump over a wall, right? And like at the beginning, they might look a bit cold, although they're polite. But then it's hard for you to build like a real connection. Unlike in Eastern Europe, like we welcome you with like an open door and you can come to our house and we're like super friendly. But then behind the door, a bit further in the house, you see this wall. So this is where we get a bit more private. But otherwise, in the beginning, like, yeah, let's just party. That's the most important thing. For me personally, I found a huge difference of the definition of freedom between the West and the East. I feel here like whatever comes to our mind, we just do it, kind of like more impulsively. Yeah, what do you think on that?
Yeah, I actually agree with you with that because, for example, here in Bulgaria, it's more accepted just to call a friend whenever you like and ask them out to do something together. Whereas what I noticed in the West, in Germany mainly, but also in the Netherlands, I believe, is just people tend to plan more ahead. So it's you have to call somebody and ask them to go out in a week or two and make plans together. So this is one thing that I noticed between the West and the East.
Yeah, and also I think about traveling, like when I went to the West, I realized that if you don't plan ahead, you're gonna pay like ridiculous, crazy prices and there probably won't be any seats. Unlike here, you're just like, oh, I wanna go there, I just do it, right?
Yeah. That as well, but also I would say for traveling with with an airplane, it depends on the season as well. Because in March, I've noticed it's really cheap to travel from Bulgaria to Germany. So if you're in Bulgaria and want to travel to Germany, you can go in March for
What?
10 euros.
10 euros?
Yeah.
Okay, Zara, so you've experienced quite a few studying systems. What would you say was like the most practical experience? And like, you know, what do you find that was very useful for you to grow your skills?
At university level, I've studied in Germany, France, and the Netherlands, and this gave me the opportunity to compare those different systems. And I can say that in Germany it is more individual. And by that I mean that you study in a really big group. You go to lectures with a lot of people. For example, I used to go to lectures with 1,000 people. Yeah, and then you have smaller groups for tutorials where you are with 30 people or 25, it depends really on the subject and the group. But it was all about you. You were the one who make their schedule. You decide when you can have tutorials. So you can make a schedule, for example, having only lectures and tutorials on Monday, and then Friday you can have free. But having this individual system actually can be really beneficial for you because it teaches you self-management, time management, self-control, and self-motivation, just all those qualities that are really important for jobs actually. And this was a positive. The negative aspect from that system, I would say that because you're with so many people, it's more difficult to get to know them, because if you really attend a lecture with 1,000 people, first of all, it's really difficult to find your friends in such a big crowd if you want to sit with them together. But also if you want to get to know new people, yeah, there is not this more intimate place where you have the possibility to get somebody to get them to know better. So in the Netherlands, you work in smaller teams, and that gives you the possibility to really get to know somebody better, but also you have to collaborate on more things together, for example projects or presentations, and like this you learn how to work in a team, because like I mentioned, in Germany you're really individual. The grade that you get is mostly from the exam, where in the Netherlands you can have more possibilities to get a better grade, for example getting a good grade from a project or from that presentation.
Would you say that it's more like practically oriented?
I think you can say that, but also it depends on the university, because still this is what I noticed, but also I've studied in only one university in Germany and one university in the Netherlands, and this approach can differ from university to university.
What about your working experience in Germany? How was it? Did you like it? Were they too strict with you? Did you have to be on time every day?
No, I actually liked it, but to be honest, I didn't really have the full working experience in Germany, because I did mostly internships during my time there, because I was really busy with studying. So in the internships, what I noticed as a difference between Germany and Bulgaria is that you go to work from certain in a certain hour frame, and then you work in that hour frame, but afterwards that's it. You can do and have fun, go whatever you want, do whatever you want. Whereas I think here in the East, yeah, you can still do that, but sometimes you have to work after hours, do many additional hours, or just spend time thinking about something that you have to do at work outside your working hours. And also in Germany, they don't work as much. So especially the banks, you cannot really find an open bank at Friday afternoon. So if you're working in a bank, that's a plus for you. Where here in Bulgaria, basically everything is open all the time. If you go to a mall, you can visit a bank during the weekend as well. So that's not a problem.
Freedom.
Freedom!
Let's talk about business year, Zara. How is it right now? How's it going with like looking for a job and all that?
I would say it is difficult. There are actually several factors specifically for the Netherlands, because this is where I would like to find a job right now. First of all, yeah, of course, the pandemic. There is a lot of search. There are many people searching for a job, but there are not that many companies offering a job. So the competition is pretty fierce, and for a person who is looking for a job, this is not the best time actually to find something. But if you have a company or searching for the best people, this is actually the perfect time for you to find a person, because you have so many people applying for the same job, and you can just find the perfect candidate.
Oversupply of talent.
Yeah, that is unfortunately for me.
What's your problem with the interviews?
My problem with the interviews is people expect from you to be really passionate about something all the time, and I don't think you have to be passionate in order to be good in something. But that's what people are searching for, I guess.
For the interviews?
For the interviews, yeah. It's important to have a nice facade and smile and just be really energetic, which can be tiring.
You're looking for a job in the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
job market? Like, is there anything particular you would like to share for somebody looking for a job there?
Yeah, it will be really beneficial for you if you can speak Dutch, actually. And this is something that surprised me, to be honest, because I know in the Netherlands, basically everybody can speak English, and not knowing Dutch is not really that big of a deal. But searching for a job, I found exactly the opposite. And even I've talked with some recruiters, and they say that for some reason, companies nowadays just want you to know Dutch, even if the job doesn't require really the knowledge of the Dutch language. It's just that people from the company, they want you to be able to speak with your colleagues in Dutch, and that is the main reason why they have this requirement.
And if you're somebody who cannot speak Dutch,
And if you're somebody like me who cannot speak Dutch, just orient yourself towards more international companies, for sure. This is one thing that it will be possible to do, and also reaching out to smaller companies more on the startup side, which would like to expand and or for example are doing something more innovative or in the technological field, because that is where for sure English is a greater requirement than having the knowledge of the Dutch language.
thank you for the interview, Zara.
Thank you, Gala. It was once again really nice having me.
Okay, you're tired. You're tired.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching another episode of WeMigreat. Please don't forget to like and let us know your experience in the comments. Subscribe for more WeMigreat videos. Stay safe and healthy.